Well, hello friends. This is an instructional video of how to complete your business model project. The objective of this assignment is to create a business model for a side hustle business that you may start in the future. It's a powerful way to quickly map out and test business ideas. I know that you will have great jobs in the future and you'll be managing projects. This is a great template to get projects done and to identify the key aspects of any business. So, the steps, you're doing the first one. Watch the instructional video. Don't stop now. Watch it all. Most questions, and I mean 99.9% of all questions, will be answered in this video. Step 2, download Adobe Acrobat Reader. Well, you've done that. We have taken the technology skills based assignment, tech skills, and that was what we needed to do. So make sure you're using Adobe Acrobat Reader because that is the form that I have a template already created for you. You don't have to write a paper. You're going to really fill out blocks of information. I'm going to show you how to do that. Here is the business model template. Download this. Do not open it and start working on it, as it will save to nowhere. Download this into your downloads and save it onto your computer. Then open it. That's when Adobe Acrobat Reader pops up and your template, nice clean template, pops up for this assignment. Choose your unique business side hustle. Okay, this is yours. Now I'm going to do a lawn service because I've had a lot of experience in the landscape world. I would prefer you not doing that unless that is really what you're going to do. Be creative. Think about the products or solutions that interest you. Great thing right in here is use your favorite AI platform and ask, what are some great side hustles for a young employee, a new employee, an older employee, whatever your demographic is. Put in some of your hobbies, the things you like to do, and ask Chat, Microsoft Copilot, Google Agent G, I like to call it. Can I make a business idea out of something I like to do? And I think you're going to find some interesting things. Now, you'll fill out your business model. Read all of these right in here. Right now, this is a 100-point value system. So it's actually more than a test in the class. So it's very important that we get this done. But the main thing is it's fun. And if you can increase your income, that's going to be fantastic. All right, so those are the steps. Let's go ahead and briefly look at what the business model template is going to be. So again, there is my Adobe Acrobat, and you're going to have Acrobat Reader. Save automatically with your file name. I would say Randy, this is my business model. And there's what we're going to do. Design by, we're going to put your name in there. These are, every form field in here is where you can type into. Don't worry, you can go as far as you want because these become scrollable, so I can see everything in it. You can too. We need our business name, idea, what are we doing, should be very easy to understand. We have product service strategies. Every heading here is what you would find in a full-blown business plan. We're trying to make it faster than that, more fun, to be able to test ideas. Who's my target market? What are the relationships and experiences I am making with my customers? Now, if you've attended class, we have gone over every one of these details. Here's the promotional strategy, our paid, own, earn, shared. This is how is the industry changing, pricing, how are you going to price this product? How is your customers going to order and pay and receive this service? What is my year one estimate? What are my revenue sources? What are extra sources that might be in there? Value proposition statement, there is the situation analysis that we've gone over in class. Critical success factors that are unique to your business. That's what you got to find out. And I think you can find out with some good searching. And As Warren Buffett has said, you've got to build a moat around your business. What makes it difficult to copy? What makes it strong so you can fend off competition? This should be a very nice area. This is your competitive advantage. So, if I could give you an example, here's my example. I've been in old fashioned service businesses for a long time, owned them, operated them, managed them in the landscape industry. So, this is my business idea right in here. I want something very exclusive. I want to find a set of customers who are willing to pay a very premium price for a high touch landscape service. And I'm going to make sure that landscape looks great all through the week, not just one day a week. So I have written through on my business idea right in here. These are my product strategies that I have for this business. So we'd write those down. These are my customer relationship and experiences, how my customer is going to absolutely love my service. We're trying to build that moat. I'm going to do things that the mow, blow, and go lawn and landscape services, they're in and out so quick. Not going to be that. I'm going to be the antithesis of that and really maintain an exquisite looking landscape, organic products all through the year. This is my target market. It's going to be a high-end market. This is how I'm going to promote it. My paid, own, earn, shared. Again, if you've been to class, you'll understand how to do this. If not, then you'll want to watch some of my videos on marketing. How is your industry changing? I think this is a big one right in here because industries change very quickly. Disruption comes in different ways that most people, by the time they close their eyes to it, by the time they open them, they may be out of business. So what are some interesting things right now in this industry? Robotic mowers, all over the place, cordless equipment, great things that are happening to make it more eco-friendly and more DIY. So I've got to be on the lookout for that. I'm going to have a premium pricing model right in here. I'm going to have a subscription service and we'll charge anywhere probably between $600 to $800 a month, every month guaranteed coming in. I just need this as a side hustle. My hobbies, I love working outside. I'm a master gardener. I was a master landscape nurseryman, a landscape designer. I had a lot of those credentials, and so I'm in my yard all the time. I like doing it. Why not make some money off that? Channels, how they would receive my product or service. This is important. So some of us are only going to do online. Great. Maybe you'll have an Etsy store, a Poshmark store. You'll do Amazon or eBay. How will they find your store on that? Will you go through social media? So we need to figure out how the customer will find you and then how they're going to get that product or service. So are you going to drop ship it directly? Will they pick it up? Will you provide a service at their place of business? I have a lot of students love to do detailing for cars, and so that's a great way. They may find you online and you'll go perform that service at their place of business or their residence. We need to find that out. We need to make it very simple. All the revenue sources, again, that's just more ways you can have money come in. They may not be doing it on the same day. You do this business model, but what are some possible ways to get this? So as I've said in class, many people in the landscape business during the months of November and December and January, they're usually lean months, especially if they have not set up a subscription pricing service where you pay the same amount every month. But that's where I could look into Christmas lights. That is a huge side, and most landscape companies can do that because they're already bonded. They have the labor and they have the equipment to do that. And they have the warehousing to warehouse lights. So that's a great revenue source. Always trying to think of different sources, because once you're in the job that you're going to have in your career, that's going to be the main thing. How can we increase revenue? Are there different sources we could tap into? Are there different donors from the nonprofit world? How can we always maximize the revenue coming in? On the backside of this is the value proposition statement, how you are positioning yourself versus other competition. Right in here, my friends, is the situation analysis. Some of this information you will be repeating and enlarging. So again, my customers, I already have a target market, but I'm going to get it very, very, very small. The smaller the target, the more information you can put in there, the better you're going to be able to reach that customer. There's our collaborators. Again, there's the company. I'm going to operate this as a single member LLC. Here's what I'm doing. My competition, the climate, political, economic, technology, societal, and globalization. Yeah, we're hitting these areas. This, I think, is the big one. Building that moat. Warren Buffett, first thing he would look at, tell me how you can defend this business and how it can grow. So this should be very detailed right in here. Again, I like it this way. This is going to look sharp on Monday as the lawn does on Friday. Always looking great. That means I'm going to be servicing it throughout the week. There's my moat. These are my critical success factors. So this is a lot of fun. If you do it one step at a time, it's a very good project. If you're waiting till the day it's due, you tend to find yourself, if you're interested in getting a good grade, in Dante's fifth circle of hell. And that's from Dante's Inferno, and that's anger, because you probably says, I had great ideas and now I got to turn it in and I'm not able to really research like I'd like to. Do one area at a time and you'll be in good shape, my friends. Good shape in the future. So let's look at the grading rubric that I have for you. All right. As we go back up in here, again, put your name on that. Make sure you have saved it. So mine will be Randy's business model. I do have, on any given semester, 240 students. When you name your projects, I can put them in different files and I can grade them very easy. The more difficult you make it for me to grade, the more difficult the grade becomes, doesn't it? Here is the rubric right in here. So if those who want the maximum 100 points, all of these have to be met. The big one, it's got to be at least 1,000 words. Some students will just do, and it's up to you, quick bulleting, just a sketch of it with bullets here and there, and it may be only 300 to 500 words. It's going to get 15 points versus the 50. So this is half the grade right in here. Anything below 300, I assign it no point value. We have had more than a minute to get this done. That just shows me how interested and engaged a student is who really wants to be able to create a good business model and create a secondary income. My friends, most millionaires credit their success as they created some sort of a side income stream, a different income stream, when they were in their 20s and so, or 30s. They did something else to grab money. And I think this could be a great way. You're going to be doing this somehow in your career. Let's have some fun with it. Let's create an extra income. When you're ready to submit, as I look as the view of a student, you should know how to do this because we have submitted projects already. But we just go into the start assignment and then you drag your file right to here. Very important, it must be in the PDF template, as I have said. If I get a Word file, any other file that's not what I have given you, it is a 50% tariff right off the bat. And that's it, because the reason I created it, to make it fast and to make it very efficient for me to grade. I'm not interested in reading through a paper. I can find the highlights right in here, and it's much more relevant to you because I'm giving you this form that you can take with you throughout your career. When someone says, hey, we've got a business project, use this guideline, you're going to be good. So make that perfectly clear. must do it in the site, this template right in here. Anything else will be a 50% discount tariff. No JPEGs, no graphic files, the exact one right in here. Hope you enjoy this. Hope you are able to find some sort of a nice business idea that you can make some extra money on the side. And that's how we do this project. Wish you great success with it.